Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. It's been a little while. It's been about a year since my last upload, which was literally my intro video. So I'm sorry that I just uploaded an intro video and then just ceased to exist, but you know, I'm back. So and I plan to be a lot more active this time, I think. So let's talk about today's video. Today's video is about Monster High, as you probably saw from the title. I'm going to be redesigning Monster High characters. And if you don't know what Monster High is, it's a doll line that came out in 2010, and it centers around the children of famous monsters, like Frankenstein. But you probably knew that if you clicked on this video, because you're probably a fan of Monster High, I assume. I am a big fan of Monster High. I've been a fan of it pretty much since it came out, and I've been collecting the dolls and, you know, the whole 9 yards. Anyway, for this video, we're starting with Frankie. Frankie is the child of Frankenstein, as you probably guessed. And yeah, this was my Frankie. For this design and pretty much all of the designs throughout the video, I pretty much took inspiration from both G1 and G3. They both influence how the designs turned out, but I'm mostly gonna focus them around G1, I think. I think they all kind of are more reminiscent of G1, I guess. I was really excited to start on this video, and I started with Frankie mostly because they're like the main character of the franchise. They're like the new kid in school, basically, and they're 15 days old, but they're mentally 15 years old, so they're like really naive, or maybe not really naive, but yeah, I mean really naive, and also like clumsy, and just not, I don't know, 15 days old, I mean that's crazy. Oh, and by the way, I haven't seen any of the G3 movies or shows, so mostly I just know about G1. I did research G3 a little bit this time, but I think, yeah, that's pretty much why the characters mostly take from G1, I think, and yeah, I mean, I'm just sort of biased towards G1, I guess. And if you're wondering why I'm talking about G1 and G3 but not G2, that's kind of like the thing that we as a fandom just sort of choose to ignore. It's the one that nobody really likes. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't know that because I didn't see the G2 show. I was kind of not really interested. Well, my interest like waned when G2 was out, and I kind of just tuned back in during G3 because I kind of didn't even know that G2 was a thing when I started getting into G3, and yeah. Oh, and as you can see during this part of the video, I did the plaid for Frankie's skirt, and that's the first time I've ever done like a pattern and then like warped it around somebody's clothing that they were wearing, and I think it turned out really good, and I've always been excited to use that technique since I started digital art, and yeah, I'm just so excited for that. And I did it again in the video, you'll see, but it didn't turn out quite as good as the plaid. Yeah. And I really like the colors of the plaid that I chose also. I really like the dark green of it, basically. Yeah. Anyway, I also included like little accessories for each of the characters that I redesigned. I redesigned their pets too, as you can see. I redesigned Frankie's dog named What's-It, and I also learned that in G3 he's half dog, half dragon, and I thought that was pretty cool. I think I kind of tried to make him, no, I didn't even give him wings. I forgot his wings, I think. Well, that's okay. He's just a dog in this one. I don't know if he was a dog in G1 though. Tell me if if you're knowledgeable about this. Tell me if he was also half dragon in the first one. I don't think he And along with each monster's pet, I also gave them a bag and, a notebook. And I think everybody got some eyeshadow and just what I think that they would hold in their bag. Some got more than others, and that wasn't really purposeful, but I don't know. I guess some pack lighter than others. That's my excuse. Anyway, as you can see, Frankie comes with a comb and some batteries and some safety pins because, I know Frankie be sewing. So what do you think of the design? I really like it. I like how the plaid skirt came out, especially. Yeah, and their hair is pretty, and the stitching across their face is really cool. And this torn up sock, I pretty much like it. I don't know. The one thing I think I would change is probably the vest. I don't know what about it I would change, but yeah, I think it turned out. Oh, and I gave them more piercings because in G3, I think they have an eyebrow piercing, and so basically I was like, oh, we're putting facial piercings on the dolls now, yes. And so I was like, here we go. I gave a couple of them piercings. I think I really went hard with Draculaura's, you'll see. So our next monster is going to be Claudine, and I love Claudine. Claudine Wolf is the daughter of the werewolves, and she's very confident and she's very fashionable. She's a fashion designer, I think, in G1, and I don't know if she's a fashion designer in G3, because I don't know anything about G3 basically, but I imagine that Claudine will design the outfits and then Frankie sews it up for her. That's what I imagine. I don't know if they ever did anything with that, but maybe they did. I don't know. Claudine is probably my favorite character out of these characters. I think I might have had the most Claudine dolls when I was younger. I don't have any of the dolls left from when I was younger, sadly, because I did give them away. I think I donated them. And yeah, sometimes I regret that, but that's okay, because I do have a G3 Claudine Wolf now, and I love her. She's very cute. But this design of Claudine doesn't really take much inspiration from G3, I would say, because the colors a lot and the things that she chose to wear, they look a lot like G1 and not really like G3. I mostly took inspiration from G1, and yeah, I like it. I mean, in G1, she just takes my heart because it's the outfit is so cute. I think out of all of the G1 characters designs, I would want to wear Claudine's outfit. But anyway, yeah, I did change it though still, just to keep it, keep it fun. As an example, I changed her jacket from a jacket to a bolero. So, and that's pretty much it. But I still think it turned out really cute. I really like how Claudine turned out. I think that she stays the most true to her original design out of all of the characters that I drew today. And yeah, I think I really like that, actually. I really liked that I just took her design, kind of put my own spin on it. And I also think that the shoes are quite different from the original. Kind of. And you'll see here soon that I tried to color her bolero like it was velour, I think, or velvet. So yeah, I think that Claudine's colors, I think they turned out really pretty. And the portrait, I think, is my favorite. Out of all of the portraits, I think that Claudine's got colored real pretty. I think she looks really pretty. In her little accessories, I end up giving her a glasses case and some contacts because in G3, she wears glasses, and I just wanted to keep a little homage to that here. And I say she just wears contacts in this version because they're all kind of, G1 plus G3, plus my own little spin on it. The accessories aren't really the best colored, and neither is Claudine's little cat Crescent. She's not the best colored, mostly because I tried to get this done by the end of the month, and I honestly started drawing Claudine's accessories last because I did her in a different order, and the accessories were kind of my least favorite part, to be honest, of drawing with everyone's, because I don't know, they look so weird and awkward. But yeah. By the way, Crescent is, I think in the new one, is also a wolf or a dog, and I guess that might make more sense, but I had done Frankie's little dog, What's It, and then I didn't want to do another dog, so I made Crescent a cat. And I think it's cute. I like how it's kind of ironic, I guess. Well, it looks like we're on the new one, and this one is Laguna. Laguna is the daughter of a sea monster and an ocean nymph. She is an exceptional swimmer, and she's very kind and extroverted. For some reason when I was a kid, I thought she was the daughter of a Loch Ness monster, but I guess she's not. That makes sense. I feel like Nessie mostly looks kind of like a dinosaur, right? Laguna is my best friend's Elizabeth's favorite character, so I wanted to do her justice. I feel like the way that Elizabeth wanted Laguna to be done. She's in G3 she's pink, but in G1 she's like teal, right? I think cyan, and yeah, I gave her original bluey skin because I think I just really like how her design and overall aesthetic looks in G1. But I did kind of stray far from how it looks, I think, but not too far, of course. I think that the top is pretty quite reminiscent of G1, and her little jacket, her little crop jacket, is pretty similar to the G1, but I didn't color it exactly how G1 looks. If anything, I want to say this didn't really turn out how I had really pictured it at all. I had a lot of trouble with Laguna, actually. But my favorite part about her design is that I gave her like a little swimsuit as a top, because I figured if she ever encountered any water and she wanted to like swim, she could just take off her top layers and then have a swimsuit underneath. And it was inspired by this little outfit I found on Pinterest. It doesn't look like Laguna at all, but like I saw that somebody had the idea of using a swimsuit as a top, and I know people have probably done that before, but I just thought that was really cute and like creative. I don't know. As you can see in this next little part here, I end up doing like little ripples on the pants as like a little pattern on them, and it ends up being pretty cute. But I don't know, I feel like I could have colored this better as well. I could see myself redoing all of these designs in the distant future. Maybe, yeah, redesigning them all, and just, yeah, I could see myself doing better in the future. I definitely want to redo these, because I care so much about this topic, but I just feel like I didn't do some of them the justice that I feel they deserved. I don't know. Laguna, Laguna might be my least favorite, honestly. I mean, I really like the shoes. And that's kind of it. I like the little see-through under her little capris or whatever, but it's definitely, I think, the coloring. By the way, I just wanted to include that my favorite Laguna scene from the web series, I believe, is when when they were gonna dissect frogs in her class, and she lets them all go, and they start living in the bathroom. Like, I love that. She's just so kind. I love that. But I do have one thing that I think is weird, and that is that they were gonna dissect those live frogs. Do people do that? No, right? You're supposed to like get them already, gone. Like, what were they gonna do with that? I still think about that. Alright, so our next character is arguably Monster High's most popular character, and for good reason, because she's adorable. This is Draculaura, and she's the daughter of Dracula. in my opinion, Draculaura has the best dolls out of G3. I think her design is really cute now. She has these little V-bangs that I really like. I'll put up some of the dolls on screen now. Just look. They're all so beautiful. I love them. Oh, and side note, if you have this G3 doll, I use the cape as a skirt, and I just wanted you guys to know that because I think it ends up being real cute if you don't really like the shorts look, because I think that the cape looks better as a skirt. Anyway, Draculaura is a very sensitive girl. She's very emotional, and she's also a little bit naive. She's very, very romantic, I would say. Yeah, she's really cute. I love her so much. Oh, and also, despite being a vampire, Draculaura is vegetarian, which I think is really cute. It's just a really cute detail. It's another thing just for irony, I guess. Yeah, I think she's so adorable. Just so cute. Oh, and yes, her pet's name is Count Fabulous, by the way. And I love Count Fabulous. I think he's very cute, and he's a little bat, and I like that. But in G3, I noticed that with some of the dolls, it includes as her pet a little cat, and I was like, is that the same character? Is it a different character? Does she have two pets? And then I saw that Count Fabulous is actually a shapeshifter in G3. I thought that's pretty cool. Does he transform into anything else? I've only ever seen him be a cat or a bat. But, yeah. So, in this piece, I chose to represent him as his bat form because I already drew a cat and I don't want to draw another one. I just don't want any repeating animals, you know? And by the way, I drew out the lace pattern, and then I warped it onto Draculaura, just like how I did with the plaid, and this time it was much more difficult. I like how the full body pose turns out with the lace, but I forgot to do the portrait, and so I had to go into my replay video and find the lace pattern and then just put it on there with a photo, and it turns out looking so gross. I don't really like how Draculaura's portrait turned out at all, but I do really like how Count Fabulous turned out. And this is the first one where I start giving them purses instead of backpacks. I gave Frankie a backpack because I was like, you're telling me they're all in high school and none of them have a backpack? That's weird. But anyway, I started giving them purses because they're just so much more cute and fun to draw. So I ate my words eventually. And I also made her skirt, inspired by the Fear Leader uniform from Monster High. And yeah, I mean, at first I colored it more like the Fear Leader uniform, and then I didn't like the colors, so I chose a lighter pink instead. So now it doesn't really look like the Fear Leader uniform as much, but you know what? Just know that the influence is there. I don't know if you can tell, but I made her hair half pink and half black, with the pink half having black streaks and the black half having pink streaks. And I think that that's really cool, and I want to see somebody do something like that in real life. I've thought about it before, and I'm like, is that possible? I don't know. Have people done it? I don't know. I haven't seen anybody do it, but yeah, it's really cute. I kind of just wanted to combine how on one of her dolls she has half pink and half black, and on the original she has black with pink stripes. So I kind of wanted to combine that, and I think that that's really cute, and I think it would be a really cute idea. So yeah. By the way, I think I give Draculaura the most amount of accessories, so I guess she doesn't pack very lightly. She has her own eyeshadow, of course, a phone, some stickers, and her little journal. And I gave her some eyelashes, which now looking back might be cruel because she can't see herself in the mirror, so I imagine that might be hard to put those on, but maybe she's gotten used to it. Maybe she knows how to do it, or maybe somebody else does it for her. I don't know. And I gave her a little mirror on the eyeshadow. I feel like I just completely forgot that she can't see in the mirror or something. I don't know. my next monster is Gulia, and I love Gulia. Gulia is the daughter of zombies. Also, out of all of the designs for G1, I think that hers is the most, like, emo influenced. You can see that she has those knee-high Converse. That's mostly what I imagine when I think of Gulia, is her knee-high Converse, and that feels very emo to me. And she kind of has a side part. Like, I feel like she was very dorky emo. So I really tried to lean into that, and give her an even more sort of emo aesthetic. I sort of based her around my sister, around when she was like 15 and stuff, and she wore glasses and had blue emo hair, and Gulia was her favorite Monster High doll, so best believe I'm drawing influences from my big sister, okay? The colors, I think, on Gulia, they ended up really pretty. The sketches are really nice. Gulia might be my favorite that I did. Like, I think she might have ended up the best out of all of them, but I don't really know. You know, I also really like Claudine, but Gulia's pet ended up better, and I'm totally blanking on what his name is right now. What's his name? Okay, so I just looked. His name is Sir Hoots-a-Lot, I guess. And you know what? It makes sense that I forgot that name, because what kind of name is Sir Hoots-a-Lot? Anyway, Gulia is very smart, and I believe she doesn't speak. I think she's kind of mute. She kind of makes some noises here and there. I really liked that about her character. She's really smart, and she helps all of the other girls with their homework, I think. Mostly Cleo. I feel like in G1, at least at the beginning, Cleo wasn't very nice to Gulia at all. But, you know, I don't know. That's their business that they've got going. I don't know. But Gulia's such a sweetie. I love her. I really love how Gulia has, like, little cherries on her original design as, like, motifs. And I tried to incorporate that somehow, but I don't think I ended up doing it, which is kind of sad. But her shoes ended up being really pretty, though. They're like the little platform parts are like little brains, and it has little teeth on it. And I feel like you can't really see that in the recording. It's kind of sad. I should have exaggerated it a little bit more. So yeah, instead of her knee-high Converse like I talked about in the beginning, I ended up giving her Trip NYC inspired pants with the pockets and the little strappies and the fishnet parts. Like, yeah. She's so cute. I love how she ended up. Might be my favorite design because, you know, I'm a sucker for anything that's emo, really. And I gave her those little long, thin glasses, and I think it really fits her design. And her bag's really cute. I'm just, like, really proud of how she turned out. And, yeah. Last but not least is Cleo. Cleo is the daughter of mummies. I think at the beginning of the series, she's like meant to be more of like a mean girl, like the most popular girl, really mean. I feel like she warms up. I don't know if I'm remembering that right, or if I just really like her, but yeah, I think she ends up being nicer to the girls towards later on in the series. But I'm pretty sure she was kind of supposed to be an antagonist. I don't know. Like, don't quote me on that, but yeah. Cleo was really fun to do. She was like a lot more vibrant than the other girls. She ended up being a lot more vibrant. And I loved drawing her hair, but I kind of struggled on coloring the hair, but you'll see that. That's for later. To be honest, I really struggled with Cleo. I struggled with what I was gonna put on her. I struggled even sketching her. Like, I restarted this a couple times, and you don't even get to see the past tries. But yeah, this is how it ended up looking. And, you know, I'm not mad at it. For how much, like, trial I went through, I'm not mad at it. It's pretty cute. Yeah. I tried to incorporate the symbol of Ankh. Forgive me if I'm saying that wrong, but it's like, you know, the symbol of life in Egypt. I'll show it on the screen. I didn't incorporate it on her outfit, but I did give her a little keychain on her bag. I really like how the sketch turned out. I'm still a little bit iffy on how the colors turned out, but, you know, I don't think that I can get the colors right on every try. I'm still pretty new at, like, coloring, especially digitally. I've always been, like, my strong suit is sketching, which I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate to, because I'm pretty sure that's what most artists mostly do. But yeah, the colors end up being, you know, pretty good. I'm not mad at them. I like how the shoes ended up matching the bag. Oh yeah, by the way, I just wanted to include that, like, one of my least favorite parts about G3 Cleo's design is that she has like blue stripes in her hair. And whenever I see her, I kind of, for a second, I'm like, is that Nephra? And it's not. And if you don't know, Nephra's Cleo's big sister, and she kind of has similar hair, so I get confused with it. So I didn't end up giving her any blue streaks in her hair, and instead did yellow, like her G1 design. So Cleo's snake is named Hisette, and I don't really want to talk about it, because the sketch is just atrocious. She looks so dorky. I kind of like it in that it looks silly, but, like, I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't look how I imagined it. And Cleo's portrait didn't turn out exactly how I wanted it to, but that's okay. It might be my least favorite portrait, but yeah. So here are all of the characters together in one big picture, and I think that this is the best one out of all of them. Like, the individual pieces are fine, but you can really see, like, all of my mistakes, and I feel like this just shows all of the best work out of all of that, because I think for all of them, the full body ended up being the best part of it. And I think they look pretty cohesive together, in my opinion. Like, I've never done anything like this, so I'm really proud of myself. I've never, like, sat down and done, like, 6 pieces of work that all have to go together like this. And usually when I would do fan art, I would only do, like, the one character and then leave it, because I wasn't making content, and now I'm making content, so I have to do all of the... You get it. Yeah, I only ended up doing the main 6 characters for this video because, I don't know, it just makes the most sense to do all of the main 6 ones for part 1 and then some more for part 2. Let me know if you think I should do a part 2. I didn't even do my actual favorite Monster High character, so I definitely would like to do that. I would like to draw her for the next one. Let me know what your guess of what my favorite one is. And don't say in the comments if you know what it is, because I know some of you do. I also just wanted to let you guys know that I would love to do, like, more doll line inspired content, redrawing dolls, like Bratz and, like, Novi Stars and maybe Lala Loopsies. So yeah, let me know if you'd be interested in any of that. Once again, I'm so sorry that this took so long since my last video. It's been like a year, and I plan on not doing that anymore. I'm gonna try to do one once a month, even though I just barely made the deadline for this one, and that's kind of why they're rushed, and I'm sorry for that, but yeah, hopefully I end up getting more used to that timeline. And another thing you may have noticed if you watched my last video, I didn't use those little character stills that I made for them because I lost, like, so many of them. I'm so sorry. I accidentally deleted them. I don't know why. I only have these 2 stills, and I wasn't gonna just use those. I want more diverse emotions in that. And yeah, I think that means that I'm gonna have to redo the character stills. And I'm sorry if you watched the last video and you really liked how the character stills looked and you thought that they were really cute. But yeah, I'm gonna have to redo those, and I don't think I'm gonna make it a video. I'm sorry, because I just want to save on time and get out my next video that I'm really excited about, and I hope you guys are excited too. There's a lot more content on the way, so get ready for that. Also, I made my own music for this video, so tell me what you think about that too. I do plan on implementing this more in my videos, and I'm very excited about that. So yeah, leave a like and subscribe if you liked this video, please. It helps me out a little bit. And yeah, I'd love to hear what you think in the comments. Bye, hope to see you next time.